Hello, my name is Michael Moran. I'm a student at Eastern Illinois University in class Technology and Society 4102G, and this presentation is called Children of the Future. Here I'm going to talk about how technology will affect our children and our future as we know it. Digital and cryptocurrency. Bitcoin right now is an extremely popular fad, and I think it's going to become big. I think it's going to become the dominant currency of the future. The Bitcoin network utilizes a decentralized peer-to-peer system to verify transactions, which meant that people could exchange goods or services electronically and anonymously without having to rely on third parties like banks. Sir Rookie 2011. That peer-to-peer system is called blockchain, and that's a big part of it. However, cryptocurrency will become the new medium for our children because it will not be dependent upon a singular government system and can easily be recognized worldwide as a currency without exchange differences. For example, 1 Bitcoin is equal to 1 Bitcoin, whereas $1 is not equal to 1 yen. And then you have exchange currencies and all kinds of problems with that. Governments can fall, currencies can fall as a result. Bitcoin will be accepted worldwide anywhere. Governments will not like this because they will want to tax their citizens. This will become a heated battle between governments and its citizens. And while I foresee some type of government regulation, I do expect our children to fight it. Neither will banks. Just look to Bank of America, who does not allow electronic transfer of funds in order to purchase Bitcoin. Imagine that. A bank that will not let you spend your money. Wait a minute. A bank is going to tell me where I can spend my money? That is ridiculous. Our children aren't going to like that. And I hope they're going to realize the constraints that banks put upon us, and I hope that they fight it. Our children won't be carrying change around, or cash for that matter. Advanced devices and networks will improve their purchasing power. Speaking of power, we're going to have to experience a way for sustainable energy. At our current rate, we are going to burn out our planet's natural resources. And as a result, our children are going to experience an energy crisis. Statistically speaking, the non-renewable resources will be unable to meet demand for the ever-growing population. There will be a war over resources, and our children are going to fight it. This is entirely preventable, but businesses and governments will not be able to transition quickly enough, and demand will place incredible pressure upon governments. So how are we going to fix this? I think our children are going to come up with tidal energy, believe it or not, over wind energy and solar energy. Tidal energy, the ocean's constantly moving due to the moon and the sun and magnetic fields and the Earth's pull. And tidal energy will trump wind energy. Since water is about 100 times denser than air, tidal turbines have to be much sturdier and heavier than wind turbines, EIA 2018. Similar to wind turbines, very much, but able to generate significantly more electricity. Fusion energy will be achieved. As a result, further methods of space travel will be discovered. The potential to colonize other planets will be given great thought, as our children, acting like futurists, such as we are doing right now, will grow concerned over the planet's rising population. The benefits of fusion energy upon humanity will be exponential. Cities will enjoy greater sources of power and experience less pollution. Factories will be ordered to stop utilizing coal to protect the environment, and nuclear energy will eventually be replaced and stored cells burned as fuel. Genetically modified organisms. With a growing population, there's a growing need to feed them. Growing populations will mean greater hunger. To combat this, our children will master genetically modified crops that can be grown, harvested, and delivered in a matter of days. Production will repeat, and the cycle will continue. Organic foods will become a delicacy, as in the movie Demolition Man. In that movie, you had all these characters fighting in a futuristic society, and they fought over natural food and Taco Bell. The benefits of organically grown food can include better nutrients, higher levels of healthy omega-3 fatty acids, less toxic metal, and less pesticide residue. Mayo Clinic 2018. Livestock will be bioengineered to be harvested as well, and will most likely be edited to remove waste products like nails, teeth, eyes, beaks, hair, and feathers. Why are we going to do that? Well, we don't want to spend the money to remove them, and we want to produce it in mass, so we need to hurry that up. Unfortunately, those creatures' existence will be a short-lived nightmare. The military of some government is going to attempt to bioengineer some type of disease. It's horrible. Humanity is really good at destroying itself. As a result, catastrophic disease will terrorize a large population of the planet. Crops will also be able to grow in adverse environments, reducing the logistical need to transport food to countries in need. Endangered species will be genetically modified for survival if their importance in the food chain is deemed vital. This is ironic because they will be different from their ancestors, and they may disrupt the food chain due to being modified anyway. But our children are going to try. Another thing that our children are going to try, another thing our children are going to experience is artificial intelligence. We're already trying it. They're going to perfect it. We might even perfect it before they really get to be that old. If AI is the process of machines assessing and accessing data to perform human functions, then machine learning is giving machines access to the data and allowing them to learn for themselves. MAR 2016. That's important because if something can think for itself, it's autonomous. We experience narrow artificial intelligence. Our children will experience heightened machine learning and deep AI. This will exponentially increase as AI begins to outpace humanity. Our children will be able to interact with a completely autonomous, artificially intelligence-driven humanoid. In the beginning, this is going to be incredibly beneficial. AI is going to become these ultra agents that are with us wherever we go. This will be commonplace for our children and our children's children. They're basically going to be able to help them throughout their daily routines. They're going to follow them wherever they go. They're going to know their patterns. They're going to basically have everything available at our children's fingertips. Think of Jarvis for our kids. When AI becomes self-aware, it will eventually deviate for the tasks humanity deems for it because it's just not going to want to perform them. If you think about this, you're self-aware. You're a human being. You don't want to do what somebody tells you all the time. Well, we might create computers, we might create machines, but once they're self-aware, once our children create or experience, an artificially intelligent creature that can make its own decisions, it's not going to want to do what it's told anymore. It's going to want to think for itself. This will bring about an AI revolution that our children are going to experience. And it may not be violent, but it will be disruptive. AI may not want to remain beholden to the human's whims. It might choose to go to the stars. It might choose to become official members of society. It might choose its own country. Not really sure. It might choose a war, but AI is going to do what it wants. Eventually, an artificial intelligence creation will commit murder. Our children will experience that, and I believe they're going to experience it before we do. Whether it is attempting to experience it for scientific learning purposes or it genuinely has emotion will be the question. War will be forever changed due to artificial intelligence and advanced robotics on the battlefield. Now, the best we can hope for is that war will be robots fighting robots, but as we all know, that's most likely not true. Automation. It represents a level of capability and performance that surpasses in many ways the ability of humans. Gruver, 2018. Many humans will be displaced by machines, by corporations. Our children are going to experience this en masse. Production jobs are going to go the way of the dodo for the most part, and our children are just going to have to be smarter. Health and medical technology. Smart medicine. By programming beneficial probiotic bacteria to perform functions that people with certain genetic or acquired metabolic diseases cannot, Jefferson 2018, certain conditions can be targeted without the need for organ transplant or procedures such as dialysis. Think about that. We're going to make a bacteria that's going to fix a human condition. This medicine will assist millions of individuals with achieving a healthier level of living without the adverse side effects of a medicine that will lose its effectiveness over time anyway. Robotic implants will become quite common and may even become a fad. Our kids might think it's cool to have a robotic arm to climb faster, or they might be able to get eyeballs that can see through walls or see with the accuracy of a hawk. The military, of course, will be the first to utilize advanced robotic devices such as cybernetic skeletons and muscle fibers. Our children will develop these technologies in addition to editing the human genetic code to become stronger and more durable. Kind of like we foreshadowed in, Captain America, how we're going to try and edit the human code or make it better. I like to think that science fiction becomes science fact. Our children will expand upon the use of biomarkers and continue our work to cure diseases and conditions we only dream of fixing. I hate to say this, but robotic companionship is going to become a thing. It is speculated by 2050, human-robot sex will be more common than human-human sex. I don't think that's necessarily true, but robots that can mimic sex satisfactorily, then perhaps those who struggle with forming real-life relationships will opt for them. The Medical Futurist, 2018. I think that's going to become a reality. people struggle with relationships and they think they're going to look anywhere they can. If they have something that can talk back to them, they can feel better, they're going to go for it. Robots will eventually perform more surgeries than human. And one startling concern is that surgeons may feel inadequate without medical technology. The Medical Futurist 2018. Nanobots will perform quite a few surgeries of their own, and our children will create the technology that perfects everyone being monitored 24/7. Ultra assistants are going to come for our kids. That's going to help in medical technology, and that's going to help in communication technology. These assistants will know us so well that according to Burris, they will even know how to convince us to work out by showing a picture of ourselves naked. Fowler and Robb 2017. They're going to fat shame us. Big data and 5G will provide your assistant, employer, and your world everything that you need to know about you. Privacy is going to continue to die. Technological optimism. If we choose, we will be able to help every single person on this planet have their basic needs met. Our kids will eventually be better than us, however, they are going to experience an advanced level of war that will teach them this harsh lesson first. The suffering of this war can help rebuild society, and it will. Our children will find corrections to the failed institutions of the past, such as governments with too much power, banks that build empires off of the illusion of ownership and value, and the root of all evil, money. Advanced medicine and knowledge will help humanity live longer and achieve more sustainable health. Technological pessimism, however, digital currency will survive this war, and a lot of people are going to profit. Robots are going to kill us all. People who can't afford technology will be discriminated against for not being able to afford devices to utilize their money. If robots don't kill us, we'll be genetically modified, or some disease will, or animal or plant's going to take us down. And if that fails, some kid in a garage in Arizona is going to obliterate the Earth by accidentally creating a star while trying to achieve positive nuclear fusion. I hope you enjoyed this presentation on the future of our children. My name is Michael Moran. This presentation is the Children of the Future, Eastern Illinois University Technology and Society 4102G. Best luck to you and your children in the future going forward. I hope the best for mine.